Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me on this series of how to help women sell more. Doesn't matter what you're selling, doesn't matter whether it's a product or whether it's a coaching business or what have you. This is just merely to help you, tools and resources that you can use to help yourself in your business to sell more. Either sell more of you or sell more of the product that you have. To keep this going, I wanted to address one of the biggest things once we get over ourselves, and then once we get beyond and we push past our fears of being able to do it or just being able to take that next step. The next thing we want to talk about is excuses. That's a big thing. And as we go through this, hope you enjoy this video, but it's going to be very point blank, very down to the nuts and bolts of it. So make sure that you click like and then click subscribe at the bottom of the channel, and leave your comments along with your email. I would love to definitely email you to engage with you and see if there's any areas that you could do better in with your business. Be more than happy to help you and share some additional nuggets with you. So let's get down to this. No excuses, zero excuses. What are excuses? Excuses are really things that we just give ourselves in order to not be a better version of ourselves. Excuses are what we use when we really don't necessarily want to do something, or maybe it's because we don't necessarily know how to do something. And so instead of saying, I don't know how, and seeking the help, or doing the research, we'll just say, well, we'll give it our reason or our excuse as to why we can't possibly do it right now. So what I want to say is that if you're going to be in business for yourself, whether you're selling, once again, yourself, your services, or whether it is that you have a product that you want to put forth that you really believe in, and you think other people should invest in this product or invest in your services, then you have to move yourself to the point where there are no excuses. What does that mean, Valencia? That means that you cannot give yourself reasons to not be successful, reasons to not get your product out there, reasons to not get your coaching or your life plan or whatever it is that you are trying to promote. Those are things that you cannot give yourself not to do, right? So what are you saying? I'm saying that you have to look for the reasons why to do it instead of looking for the excuses not to do it. See, what I've discovered with women is that we are more successful when we are happy and when we look good and when we feel good and we have all the compliments and, we are on our point, our best mark, and we're feeling it and we are all about it. But the moment something changes or goes off kilter, then we start second guessing the decisions that we made. Understand that you cannot become a millionaire or a zillionaire overnight. It takes work, it takes process, and it takes repetitive behavior. So what is it that you're excusing yourself out of that either A, you don't know how to do it, or B, you just don't really want to do it? Well, those two things are what's holding you back from growing your business or growing your platform of what you are trying to do. And trust me when I tell you, there's over 330 million people in this world, right? There is a group of people that want what you have. Believe me, there is a group or maybe even groups of people that want or need what you have. So you have to get yourself in a place where you can no longer accept excuses from yourself. And I'll just share with you, and I have the client's privilege to do so, is that I have a client, and when I originally sat down to have a conversation with my client, they were listing all of what they considered reasons why they were not being successful. And let me tell you, every single reason that I wrote down, every single reason that they gave had something to do with either one, they didn't know how, and they didn't research so that they could know how, or they didn't want to do it because they found it to be a menial task. Well, let me tell you, integrity is so important. And integrity is just merely this one thing. It's not what you're doing when everybody's looking. It's what you're doing when no one is looking. So those menial tasks that you go through to make your business successful, the tasks that you do that nobody ever sees, the tasks that you do that somebody's not there to pat you on the back and say, hey, good job. Those are the tasks that you don't want to do, but that are so required in making your business successful, whatever it is. So 0 excuses. You have to arrive at a place where you say, you know what, I'm going to do this no matter what. No matter what. Because what? I've overcome my fear, right? Because I understand and know that, guess what? It doesn't matter. This is my business. I am the one that is responsible. So how big your business is or how small your business is purely lies at your feet. No one else's. No one can take the responsibility of your success or your failures but you. And let me tell you this, if you think automatically that you're going to fail, then revisit my previous videos, because there's nothing wrong with failing, because you learn from failing, right? But don't make the excuse that because I failed at it the first time that I will fail at it again. No, you failed. So now it's time to look at the lessons that you've learned instead of using it as an excuse. So when you go at it again, now guess what? You don't make those same mistakes. So 0, this is what we're accepting. 0 excuses. If you want better, you have to do better. You have to change your mode of operandi, right? So no excuses. Stop making the excuses that you won't be enough. Stop making the excuse that nobody really wants what I have. No, it's not. Neither one of those are true. You will be everything that you want to be and that you're willing to work for, because that's who you are. But on the flip side of that, there are those who want exactly what you have. But you've made the excuse to not get up and do something about it. So if you don't know, don't make the excuse that you're not going to do it just because it doesn't mean anything. No, research. Find out what it is that you need to know about the area that you're going into. And then use that appropriately to help you build your business or your service. And then the excuse of, well, it just doesn't mean anything. No, it means everything. It means everything. And you may not see it now, but you will definitely see it later. It means everything. So 0 excuses. 0 excuses. If you want to grow your business, you have to do away with the excuses, right? Find the reasons why instead of speaking the excuses. Why not? So why not? Why not find the reasons why? All of the reasons that you want to create your own business, to create your own, and I'm going big, to create your own dynasty, okay? all of the reasons why. Now, does it mean that it's going to be easy? No, it does not mean that it's going to be easy. But what you do with those menial tasks that you think really don't mean anything and that you're making excuses and saying they're not really that important, those are the very tasks that are going to help you get to the dynasty that you want to have. So 0 excuses. There are no excuses that you can give to keep you from growing your business. If you just say, listen, I don't want to grow my business, then guess what? Sign up for a job, fill out the application, and grow somebody else's business. But if you want to grow your business, you have to do all of those tasks that seem mundane and seem like it doesn't mean anything. But guess what? They do. They are the means to your end. They are the means to your end. So accept no excuses from yourself. Find a reason to do it instead of making an excuse why you shouldn't do it. As I told you in the previous video, I think I mentioned this, is that nothing's worse than seeing somebody come out with the very idea that you had, and you watch them and then you say, oh, they're not even that good at it. But you're angry because guess what? Instead of you finding the reason why you should, you made the excuse why you shouldn't. So once again, I hope this helped you today. If you enjoyed it, click like, click share with someone else, because someone else may be struggling in their business. And then make sure you leave a comment. Please click subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment with your email. If you have questions, ask. I'll be more than happy to answer. And I'm taking on new clients almost every day, and I'm very grateful for it because it's not about excuses. It's about finding the reasons why. So 0 excuses, no excuses. We are moving forward. We are going to celebrate because we are going to be in a better place this time next year than we are at this very moment. Enjoy your day. Thanks for joining me. And I'll be back with another episode of how to help women sell more.